Yeah, it's all good. Oh, hey, what's up? Just thought I would, hold on one second. Here we go. Just thought I would do some unboxings today. Not just any, but check it out. We have the limited edition Steelbook, including collective art cards, Fallout Season 1. Pretty cool right there. We also have the Shadow Collector's Edition, which is pretty cool too, but we also have two other things. The first is, and this has recently become an anime you can watch on Crunchyroll and stuff. The Brilliant Years, New Life in the Shadows. This is a great series, but this is brand new. Originally here in the US, you would have to get this digitally on stuff, so actually having a physical, and that is a very thick manga is pretty cool. So I'm just waiting for more of them to come out. So here's the company that's handling them. Pretty cool. Let's check some stuff out. So it's really nicely done. And the show is pretty cool too. So that's cool. But we also have something else. Now, while I do have one of these cases for the Switch 2, I really did want an official one from Nintendo for several reasons. Also, it's mainly because that older one sometimes doesn't feel as sturdy, and this is actually a pretty sturdy thing. So we're going to do this one first and take a look at it. Pretty cool. All right. Trusty throwing knife, then we'll get to the other stuff. Plus, if everything works out Thursday, either that or Friday, we'll also have Donkey Kong Bonanza coming. So I really want to play that and do the unboxing. Jeez. Should really pull that out. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, oh. That's smart. They got a little. Luckily, I got a pair of scissors too. All right. All right, so here's a case. It's pretty cool. I love the fact that the little thing to grab for your cable is this nice little plastic thing. It's got Nintendo Switch 2 on both sides. That's pretty cool. And it's got a pretty good feeling. It's definitely going to be doing a lot. So here we go. Ah, so this is different. Instead of it being like, hold on, let me show you. Ah. Okay, so this particular design is also a one zipper, but some of my older ones, it was a two zipper type system. So here's what the old one, glow in the dark mushrooms. That's what it looks like on the inside. Pretty nice. And this one I use predominantly for the OLED. My other one down there, which is 1 second. Yeah, here. This one's got two twin things. This one right here is actually for my light when I take it traveling, but it can also double for. See, it's got the actual internal thing for the light right there. So it's pretty cool. So I do actually have a case per system, as it turns out. All right, now let's get into this one. All right, she's unboxed. I love the fact that this is also like a heavy duty piece of like plastic or rubber. Okay, here we go in. Oh, this is nice. So here's the top. We pull this off and look here. Oh, that's nice. Look, it actually folds out and oh, check this out. Oh, that's cool. So what we have here, they're the shape of Nintendo Switch cartridges, but if I'm right. Here we go. If I can get it open. Yeah, see, look here. They're actually USB port uh, carrying cases. So your extra memory cards and stuff, you can actually carry them. And there's two of them. I love the fact that they're even red, like the cartridges. Put that back in. And this is not the first one to have them. The original The original one I bought for my Legend of Zelda, I don't know where it is right now. It had one too. Now here's the cool thing. Look, we actually have on the inside. There's the point to put the original Switch in. All right, let's do that real quick. So here's my Switch OLED. Check it out. Pretty much, yep. Look, goes right in. That's cool. So it's actually also designed to fit your older systems too. And yeah, it actually fits very well. Even down to the buttons on the top. That's pretty cool. But that's not what we're here to test. And look here, you've got room for other stuff at the bottom too, so that's really cool. But we need to test, you know what? So here's what switch to. This is the real reason we're doing this, so here we go. That's oh, cool. Look, they actually come out, and they have little 3M things, so you can actually. And it just goes right in. And that's snug too, by the way. Look at that. That is snug. That's very snug. And then you just pop it down. It comes right out. This is really cool. Yeah. All right. So here it goes in. And look, it's all nice and snug. Not falling out. It's pretty cool. Just do that. Here's your little thing up top. You take that down. You just do that and that, and you're set. That's actually pretty cool. And it's nice and very user friendly. It's not going to damage your screen. So this is really cool. Just put it on, lock it into place, and then boom, you're set. But I am curious about something, so we're gonna. I do wish there had been a little more type stuff at the bottom, but pretty cool. And there's plenty extra room at the bottom for other stuff too, so this is really cool. I'd probably put a battery compartment or something down there. So we have our first official Nintendo Switch True case from Nintendo themselves, and it's actually very effectively designed. You can actually see how big it is. We also have, in case I'm using it for my older Switches, we have that there too. And then just look here, the comparison size. Very, very big in comparison. But then again, so is the Switch. All right, sorry this took so long. Let's get to the movies. All right, we're going to start with. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Everything. Okay. Plus, you throw a knife. Let's start with the Shadow first. Despite what people might say, this is actually not a bad movie. It's not a great movie, but it's not a bad movie. And it's actually got pretty good amount of stuff going on. With, well, here we are. Now, this is from the same guys who do Scream Factory. This is their Scream Factory. Oh, Shout. So it's got several special features and stuff. Let's open it up. And oh, look here. It's a little different on the inside. So first off, we have the Blu-ray. Pretty cool. And now we also have this background right there, which is pretty cool. Now, unlike some of the other movies where, there's like a reverse image of this or like some special one, they did do this. So it's pretty cool because you can actually flip them on some of those companies. That's still pretty cool. All right, let's get to Fallout. All right, so as you can see, it is a steelbook case. I don't know how many discs. This one's in 4K. I'm pretty sure there's a DVD or Blu-ray version. It's got all those features, Dolby Vision, Atmos. So a lot. Here we go. Trusty throwing knife. All right. Actually, pretty cool looking. All right, so we take this off. There's that. And here's what it looks like by itself. Here's the little booklet that's got the card. Ah, cool. Check this out. All right, so that's what that one looks like. And on the back, we've got the ghoul, and that's a Mr. Handy. And there's dog meat. Oh, look, cool. There's a Nuka Cola stand. There's a lot there. That's pretty cool. Also, I was surprised to see, but we have MGM and Warner Brothers as the company, so there's that. And here we go. We're opening it up. All right, it is a 3 disc set. There is stuff directly behind, but I really don't want to mess with the discs too much. Too much, sorry. Um, 4K discs are a little bit more fragile than say Blu-ray discs are, so unfortunately, you have to be wary of that. That's pretty cool. And we also have what looks like the Vault Boy directly behind that. You can see his thumb right there. That's pretty cool. Let's see if I can. Yep. The only one I'm worried about is disc three. And I may not be able to get disc three out. So you can just make out the Vault Boy there and what looks like burns and stuff. I hate that. Oh, there we go. All right. See, there he is. It's pretty cool. All right. We're going to put them back in. And I cannot wait for season two to begin, but we don't know when that's exactly going to be. And look here, we have the discs themselves are designed to look like Vault Tech, so that's pretty cool. Pretty nice. All right. All right. Last thing, of course, is the cards that were said to come. I don't know what to expect, but I am happy they're in their own little. Oh, that's cool. They're like little movie posters. Look here. You have the ghoul. They're actually pretty high quality too. There's Lucy. I love the fact that she's got like the her baseball bat there, and she's using it to carry stuff. Kind of like that's pretty cool. Yeah, look at that Nuka Cola. It keeps deviled eggs. Something to do with rad roaches, obviously. And then it goes right back to the beginning. But that's still pretty high quality. The ghoul's got like a movie poster kind of thing, but that makes sense with who the character is. So that's all I'm going to say there. So I'm going to put those back in. And I got a lot more stuff to deal with. I did, however, place an order for the 512 micro SD express card. So I'll be able to give the Switch 2 a heck of a lot more memory to work with. And also because this one is coming from SimDisk itself, it's also a bit faster. It's about 80 megabytes faster than the standard 800. So that might not sound like much, but that adds up pretty quickly after a while, especially with these consoles. So there's that. Hope you guys all like. I hope everything will work out when I get Bonanza. I really want to play that. Like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.